My dice suck, with no room for logic or self-awareness to pass. In the end, it's my dice suck.
In the dozens of reported dead, but that toll expected to climb. We want to go to...
Bloody hell. There's nothing on.
Family, religion, friendship. These are the 3 demons you must slay if you wish to succeed in business. When opportunity knocks, you don't want to be driving to the maternity hospital or sitting in some phony baloney church.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did they send me dollars when I asked for sons? You're the saddest bunch I ever met, but you can bet before we're through, Mr. I'll make a man out of you. Tranquil as a forest,
Oh no!
within. Once you find your center,
I see no safety jobs.
to win. You're a spineless, pale, pathetic lot, and you have
Tomb Guardian ball is effort. Whoa.
somehow
Oh, you got it done! Burn a reroll!
out of you.
No!
I'm never gonna catch my breath. Say goodbye to those who knew me. Boy, was I a fool in school for cutting Jim. This guy's got him scared to death.
Hope he doesn't think that through me.
Now I really wish that I knew how to swing. You must be swift as a coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon.
That's a big one.
With all the strength of a raging fire. Mysterious as the dark side.
We're hitting the bulk. Oh, shit.
Oh no!
Time is racing towards silver Huns arrive. Heed my every order, and you might survive. You're inserted for the rage of war. So back up, go home, you're through. How could I make a man out of you? You must be swift as a
Gets to pick up the palm of the plate. Have you ever seen anything like this?
With all the strength of a raging
Jabsy
fire,
has-
mysterious as the dark side of the moon. We must be swift as a coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon, with all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of, mysterious as the dark side of, mysterious as the dark side of the moon.
Okay, hello there everyone, and welcome to the ReBBL Playoffs round of 61 we're going to go with. I'm your host for today, Tomo. I'm going to be joined by Metal whenever he gets back from being summoned by the wife, the girlfriend, whoever it was who was shouting him anyway. Today we're going to be looking at the game between Born to be Wild and Attack on Tolkein. So we're going to start here with Born to be Wild, who being coached by Blissful Fire. He is currently in... Where are we at? Where's my Chrome? God, I've lost him. I've lost him. Where'd he go? There he is. Season 11, Division 2B. Blissful Fire finished second of G-Man 2B. And his opponent is
believe
going
so.
to be... Are you okay, Mel?
I am. I'm sound. I've just got you. I'm fine.
Okay, we're live, so you're on.
Hello! Yeah, this team, right? It's really scary, but also really, really banged up. Like, it's taken its licks to get here, hasn't it? This Chaos team.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of Deezes on this team with the movement busts. Absolutely.
That is definitely a term we could apply.
Yeah, but like this team is just stacked. I mean, it's clearly gone through the walls, but it's clearly kind of, everything's paid off for it. I believe they're in the game.
He's been here before as well. He knows he's no stranger to the playoff experience. This is his third time here with this team.
Well, third time's the charm. Then we'll quickly flick over to his opponent. In a stark contrast on the skill is attack on Tolkein, which is coached by Lennon, who was in Big O Division 5C. He finished first there. And this team's reward for finishing first was playing against that scary chaos thing.
Hey, we've got a really good reward for you. Here is a chaos team that's going to murder the life out of you. It's got a lot of inducements, so it'll be interesting to see what they picked up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've just hit pitch side, and I can confirm that there's sweltering heat in play. So actually, that might well help out the lizards too, and they've got a lot of inducements. Do you want to take a guess before you see? Do you want to take a wild guess at what they may have picked up?
Not Skaven. I'm horrible with lizard inducements, but I'll go with a wizard, a couple of bribes, and whatever a big Crocs is. Don't know if
he got Slibbly. He's got a wizard. He's got a bribe, a babe, and an extra apple. And I agree with all of those decisions. And that's a good shout, to be honest. Wizard, babes, bribes. Yeah, you're not far off. You know what, right? It's going to be uphill, but it isn't a guaranteed loss because Claw Mighty Blow doesn't guarantee removals. It can fail. Synergy is in chat there. He plays Claw Mighty Blow for the record, and he'll tell you that it fails all the damn time.
Yeah, this is Blood Bowl. Like everyone's got a puncher's chance. Like if you kind of maximize your blocks, maximizes your chances for things to go your way, then sometimes Nuffle will smile on you.
My argument here is like when people say like Claw Mighty Blood just guarantees that you're just going to die is like, well, why do Wood Elf teams exist? Why do Pro Elf teams exist? I mean, I'm talking about Pro Elf coaches right now, yeah? If having AV7 meant that your team didn't exist, oh, he's got a chainsaw as well, that's nice. He's got a lot to do with Helmet Wolf stuff on the field. But yeah, if having AV7 meant that your team just died when you looked at Mighty Blow, would you or would you not have never won a game, Tomo?
After the season that I've had, saying that Pro Elf teams exist is a little bit of a stretch. But yeah.
I see. I've taken up playing pros in clan, and I'm having a great time.
Oh, they're great fun.
I'm 5-2 at the minute.
Yeah. Now, you always have options, and AV7, when it holds, it's amazing. But every now and again, well, I say every now and again, every other game, your team just gets massacred. Pros are great if you don't roll ones, correct.
Yeah, I know he said in chat as well, I saw him in playoff chat, he's more nervous now than he was after his first ever tabletop game. And I'm like, I suppose in your first ever tabletop game you weren't playing against this Chaos team, so there is that. To be fair, Darb, I'd say the amount of damage that Ballistal Fire has suffered is a fair weakness on this team as well.
So that's an extra reroll for the Lizard team. A kick off. Just gone to the right. Did you see who
to go
chose
first
to receive?
As well? He's being on it, but it'll be the Lizards. We're going first in this matchup is massively important to the survival of the team because it allows him to, as long as he's smart with it. Like, if you fight the Chaos Warriors here, you're gonna get chewed the hell up. Right? That's a bad decision because you know when you're hitting AV9 without Mighty Blow, you're not going to have a good time. But if he actually focuses on whittling down those beastmen, it's very, very winnable.
I still wouldn't be confident on predicting a win for the Lizards, but as I
Oh,
say,
no,
as long as you give yourself a puncher's chance.
Full disclosure, Tomo, I've backed Blissful Fire in the tipping comp. Like,
Right.
like I'm not gonna lie to you here. Like, it's not gonna be, you know, I'm trying to talk about his chances, but it's gonna be a rough game. There's no pretending it's not. I'd be lying to the good people of your stream if I was pretending it wasn't gonna be rough.
Smart Money's absolutely on Blissful Fire, yeah.
But we've seen teams, you know, provide. It's ReBBL Playoffs. Like, nothing is a given from here on out, right?
Absolutely. That's the fun of it. That's why we tune in and get excited about it every season. That tense Beastman is amazing.
That's a tail.
Yeah, that's
not
prehensile tail.
Technicals, boys. It's a tail. And yeah, it's a choice. I like it. Block, guard, stand firm, tail. That's like I really hate elves.
Yes.
Tackle next, and then he's a tackle or dive and tackle if you get double, and it'll be really good. Sorry, no need to shout fires, jeez. Moving 4v7 does seem like something you should fire, to be fair. Which one's the move 4v7? Oh yeah, he's actually only got wrestle and fend as well, so I'm absolutely staggered that that's still alive. Yeah, he's not very good, is he?
Well, he's where he should be, you know, just on the line, taking hits. You know, eventually he dies. So.
I mean, yeah, there is an argument to be said that this is interesting going after Stand Firm, because obviously if that hadn't have knocked him down, you know, he wasn't getting very far, but he did knock him down, so good for him. I might well chainsaw the cheetah, the guy with guard on the line. I feel like that's a primed target for a saw.
Oh, totally, yeah. I mean, he's got to go after. He's got to try and make the saw count. He does have the bribe as well, you know, so the earlier the better, as far as I'm concerned.
Now, I have to say, James, I somewhat agree with you, but at the same time, there is obviously the argument that while that replacing that player would be very good for you, while it's still alive, and you are in sparring expenses with this Chaos team, maybe he just doesn't have the cash to just randomly replace a Beastman. Maybe it really is. He's got skills, so just use him till he dies. Sparring expenses is horrible. I know you've probably never experienced it as a pro team there, Tom.
No, I have.
It's not the best.
Yeah, the thing that's concerning me here about kind of the way that the Lizards have lined up is that Slibley, for me, feels very exposed here.
I like kind of that, though, because at the same time, if you don't knock him down, you end up getting stuck on him, and then he can grab you into the team. And it's better losing Slibley than one of your own source. Like, in 99% of circumstances, you'd rather take a removal on Slibley than one of your own guys, because your own guys are more reliable on the whole, given that they can actually use rerolls effectively and stuff. He's going for it. Choppy, choppy!
Ooh, nice.
That's big news. And it's a double, though, so he's going to burn his bribe already. Which I don't think Blissful Fire is going to be overly sad about.
I'm just checking that I've actually got the armor breaks on. Cutscenes none. There we go. Armor breaks. How's the Chaos bench? 2 Beastmen excess.
Chaos are coming straight into Slibley. There we go. And that's not... He's going in for the piling. That's bold. You know what? On a scale of 1 to bold, piling on a non-break in front of a chainsaw is a really good way to lose a legend Chaos Warrior.
It is.
Like, top of my list of ways to get your own dude murdered is that player right there.
I agree with you, but at the same time, I think that Slibley is the best player on the pitch.
Ezekiel, I like the way you think, Ezekiel. I like the way you think, man. I knew I liked you. Yeah, this game's going to be savage. I see, now he's bodying up on it. Now this makes a bit more sense. But he's also just given up a lot of hits on his dudes to try and protect it. And if Linen can kind of negotiate some pushes and a bit of play here, it's probably still worth going in with a chainsaw, even with only maybe 1 assist.
I'd go on the chainsaw with no assist on that.
Yeah, I mean, it sends a huge message, doesn't it? Murdering that legend Chaos Warrior.
Oh yeah, like you take that guy out of the game, it's like, he just puts the seed of doubt into Blissful Fire's, thought for like the rest of the game. Like, every time a play goes down, it's gonna get mashed.
Yeah, it's almost like psychological warfare sometimes, Blood Bowl. Like, aiming for your opponent's best player specifically to send a message that you're unafraid of. I remember a game I played against Bleeding Hippie when he was back on his Nurgle, and it was a Nurgle mirror, and he had a much better killer than I did, and I said to him, no messing about, like, turn 1. If that guy piles on, no matter the situation, I'll foul him. And he piled on turn 1, so I kicked him, and he got it badly hurt. It was like a terrible 0 assist foul with Dirty Player, and I was like, I told you it was going to happen. Like, I'm not messing about.
Yeah, I love badly hurts in those situations as well, actually. It's like, as soon as you roll kind of like a big stat boost or something, everyone's automatic reaction is, oh, I'm going to click my elbow here. Whereas if you can remove something early and get a badly hurt, people are very reluctant to use their Apple on that, so you kind of,
MNG
give
is
yourself
the
more
best
of an
injuries
advantage.
MNG is the best injuries to cause in the world. Because they kind of want to Apple it to, like, think about the next match, but it's a 50-50 and it's not a perm, and now you know what I mean? It kind of psychologically, I think, dropping an MNG on someone is the big one.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, it looks like Linen's going to be trying to get as many 2-dice blocks over on this left-hand side as he can. Like I said, trying to give himself
I like
a
what he's
puncher's
doing.
chance here.
He's absolutely focusing the Beastman, and I think that's the right play. I think he could have maybe committed a skink to punching that, help to assist him on that guy, to keep the Saurus for maybe a blitz or something, but, we'll see. The big thing that hurts him is just a complete lack of guard. I mean, one thing Blissful Fire does have, alongside all of his murdery tools, is quite a lot of guard.
Yes. No, totally. Like, guard, one of the best skills in the game, and it allows you to kind of, these punching matchups when you're against teams of similar strength value. It just sort of says, okay, no, I'm going to be the one that's getting off more of the blocks here. I really, really rate it, especially in matches like this. One thing that's particularly interesting to me in this so far is that he's actually kept his rookie Saurus on the bench here, so kind of choosing to maybe keep them safe, to keep the Saurus on the pitch.
I was surprised by that too. I thought we were going to see it come. Usually you take Slively as your 7th Saurus.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it feels like a mistake. I'm not sure. Because, I mean, it is better than a skink. He's just going for an unassisted. I like this. Just pure dead ass in it. It's straight in. Nothing, though. That's 5. That's not good enough. He's going to get chinned. We barely knew you, Helmet. We barely knew you. Feel like you're about to get pommed, Chief.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be getting hit here. Has to.
These 2 Sound Firm players are doing a solid job of holding the line as well. XS is now confused about the Slively situation, about the Rookie Saurus situation as well. It could be just a simple mistake. It could be. I think you just found out why I hate it. What? Because they're not guaranteed removal. Nothing's guaranteed. I mean, Jesus, it'd be busted if you could just kill anybody any time. It's not like he rolled a 1 and killed himself. I think that's an unfair commentary, James.
Oh, there we go. Block Saurus standing firm here.
Block is a very good skill. I say this a lot. I find myself saying this an awful lot, but it is a very good skill.
Yeah, winning skills for me, block, dodge, and guard. You could get all your team block, dodge, and guard, you're laughing.
But what if the Chaos Warrior only rolls pushes? I mean, he did roll push, he rolled a knockdown, but still, I believe in you, Helmet. You're gonna be fine. He's gonna roll double one.
Yeah, here's hoping. Oh no.
No, he
Ah,
did.
bye.
You know what I really hate about this situation is this has proved James right. But the thing is, yeah, being a chainsaw had nothing to do with him getting casualtied. Because that would have killed him without the chainsaw, to be fair.
Yep. Yes, it would.
So his bribe's gone and his chainsaw's gone. What are we considering of Lennon's chances so far? Has it got worse since the game started? I think it might have.
Yeah, I mean...
That's a double skull. That's a reroll burned. Did Blissful have 4? Did they get one from kickoff?
He got one from a kickoff. But, I don't know, I'm thinking, okay, if I was kind of like Lennon here, you know, how would I try and give myself a shot in this? And it's just...
Prayer to the gods? That
Yeah.
Blissful Fire has an aneurysm or something? I don't know.
I mean, like, even if you score quickly, you're just giving up more hits or something here. Like...
I think, well, I mean, the problem is, against this kind of a team where they can outguard you and lock you down and do exactly what they're doing. Blissful Fire is playing this 100% correctly. It's not just,
Oh, totally, yeah.
obviously, click claw player, click Saurus. Like, he's tying down players across the field. He's using his guard very smart, very intelligently. He's really kind of just denying a lot of space. So he's doing really well. And I agree entirely with his player lines. But that makes life incredibly difficult for Lennon because he's, you know, when your opponent has all of these skills over you and he's using them effectively, you know, what can you do?
Yeah, totally.
And there's a lot of Saurus just standing back up to get punched in the face over again.
Yeah, but...
But even that isn't exactly a great one, James, because he's got players like Mr. Crocs at the back who is phenomenal at dealing with skinks. Oh, that's even worse. You know, he's a really good player for dealing with skinks. He's got this tail guy who's going to be a nightmare. He's got...
Ooh.
What else has he got? Wrestle Fend guy? Did he just re-roll that and then find a power?
Did, roll 2 6s into a POW, yeah.
And that's a niggled Chaos Warrior as well. Not that it did anything, but wow, okay. Respect is one word you can use, Magikarp Salesman, but I don't think it's the one I'd use.
I know, sometimes you just get that feeling, you know, when, like, you're in a match where you're down, you know, like, things aren't going your way, you're being beaten up, you're under a lot of pressure, you know, sometimes you just need to force something to go your way just to get your head in the right place or something. Like, you know, I think that's what that was right there. I'm just trying to, like, force something to happen. And it paid off for him this time, so. As long as it doesn't become a habit.
I guess. I think you're being a lot more, what's the word? I think you're being a lot more lenient with that decision than I am.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a lot more lenient on other people than I am on myself. So.
I was gonna say you'd be unhappy if you threw that play.
Absolutely, yeah. I wouldn't have done that. Absolutely would. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like I said. I'm looking at this match and I'm like, you know, well, what the hell is he gonna do? Like,
yeah, what is he gonna do?
Just
to be fair,
give yourself a puncher's chance. You know, like you said, that was on a warrior that was having a niggle. You know, you're gonna try and hit it with Mighty Blow with your Crocs. You know, maybe removing that it's removing a guard, a blodge, please. You know, it would just be big. So, just roll the dice, try and make something happen. I think that's the only plan he's really got at this point. Slibley doesn't have break tackle. That is correct. Block, grab, guard, stand firm. Monkey speaking from experience there. Indeed, I agree, but, you know, if everything goes normal, you know, if everything goes as we expect it, you know, his team's just going to get massacred anyway, because kind of, that's what we're all expecting to happen, isn't it? Sometimes you need the unexpected.
Over here. I would have liked him to get one of these skinks over here so he could have took a shot against Hippo. That's another movement 4 player.
Oh, piling on. There's a KO. That wasn't a natural armor break either, was it?
No, it wasn't. He's just literally, I think he's got the traditional piling on button taped down. That's the situation we find ourselves in.
Always be piling on.
I mean, I think he's got the numbers on the pitch, especially with that KO, that he kind of can.
Yeah, honestly, I think, like, he could afford to do it right from the start, though, honestly. Like, mind you, now that the chainsaw's off the pitch, it probably makes this a lot more safe. But still, you know, even from the start of the game, you know, he's got the skills advantage, he's got the, you know, the skills to remove things, you know, might as well try and make full effect out of them. Oh, never not be piling on, I said the meme wrong, sorry, Darby.
Here we go again. He's gone after Slibley again. And again, I like going after Slibley because your opponent's induced 2 apples. You know what? I might even reroll.
Good.
This. Oh ho! Hello. God, if that had casualtied him, that'd have been beautiful, wouldn't it? That'd have been the change in pace that Linnen needed, but it was obviously very, very unlikely.
If he can get a lot of chaos pieces on the floor here, and trying to exert some kind of control over the pitch and advance the ball, then maybe there's actually a way he can break through here. You know, if you just move some guys over the left side of the pitch, I think there's an opportunity to move forward.
Did someone say control? Oh, shush, James.
Yeah, this, like, lion over here, this beastman with stand firm, tail and block is just doing a hell of a job holding up this entire right-hand side here.
He's being a massive pain in the butt, isn't he? Like, a massive pain in the butt.
Well, he's giving himself blocks. He's giving himself a chance. It's just, you know, the skill difference is keeping them on their feet.
The problem is, it's not working out well, is it?
What's with the dices? No, like, I would like to see Linnen move over to the other side of the pitch here. Maybe bring a skink across, and if you bring Spice and Wolf over across, you can get a hit on Hippo, you can get a hit on Hunter 2, move the ball over there as well, and maybe another skink, you know, just to make sure he's not getting... Oh, you could just throw 1 dice. That's fine.
Hey, man, that 1 dice... Oh, wow, hello! Just trigger 1 dice and be fine.
Yeah, don't listen to Tomo. You know, none of this kind of like maximizing. Just throw the dice.
Okay,
it
that's
works.
actually eating Blissful Fire's entire bench. that's actually quite good for him. Like, at this point, Linen has more players available for the second half right now than the Sophia does.
You're not wrong. One dice equals best dice.
That's how math works, Tom. I'm fairly fairly sure having it's a good one. But I like that he's using Slibley. He's basically forcing Trapper to go after Slibley, and whilst Trapper's kind of okay with that on the whole, in the terms of he wants to go after Slibley too, because he can't be Appoed. So both of those, like that induced Appo and the rostered Appo, are completely useless when Slibley is getting bashed in the face. But on the flip-flop, I mean, he's not dead yet, which feels like a really good way to hint for him to die next turn, I suppose. Saying stuff like that. The kind of thing I'm not supposed to say, Tomo.
The Slibley's doing an amazing job standing there holding everything up until he's not. It's kind of essentially how that's going to go. It's going to be such a big loss when he gets removed. I do feel confident saying when rather than if. Like, I hope not, but I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. If 2 dice don't work, try 1, then try half. Well, that's why he's got all the block on the Saurus, isn't it? Yeah, just maximize your ability to throw 1 dices.
Like I said, that 1 dice was a quality result for him. I think he's quite happy with that, because I think that's actually Blissful's only dirty player as well. So it does, with the bench being gone and the dirty player off the pitch, you're probably not going to get fouled. Prehensile Tail also being a fake skill there.
More importantly, how are these teams' player names? I've actually got my Twitch chat overlay window kind of like around where my cursor is now, so I can't really read the player names very well. You guys will have a better view of that than me.
The player names aren't terrible. It's not. I don't think it's default. No, it's not. It's not default. Well, hang on. I'm on this team, by the by. I'm that Saurus at the back behind the Crocs. I don't necessarily think it is me, but
no, it's not named for you. It's anime references, isn't it? Like it's One Punch Manuel, and it's
Hunter X Thompson.
Yeah, it's Attack on Tolkien. So what he's doing is kind of like mixing anime names with kind of like classical literature. I do approve.
He's chinning Slibley again. Also, he's getting maximum value for money out of Juggernaut. Because he's punching a stand firm player every turn. Instant. Look at this. It is pure pile on, auto pile on. He's got a KO.
Yeah,
but he hasn't got the casualty. And he's got a babe. So we're very likely to see Slibley return into action at some point in the second half. Technically, Simon?
It's not even technically, it's definitely. Everyone else seems to forget that the cost part of your name's an anime reference too.
Well, yeah, I know. To be fair, have you heard about my new team theme? I'm getting a lot of grief from that.
Oh no, I haven't. What's your new team theme?
Apparently, I needed to check in with you to see if I've gone full weeb or not.
Oh, God's sake. Go on then.
It's called Full Metal Alchemists. I'll send you the screenshot, because I'm rather proud of this naming thing. I'm rather proud of this. But everyone's been giving me loads of grief for it. Loads of grief.
Oh, where we at?
Did I send you the screenshot, Synergy? Because I'm really pleased with this this team thing. I've had it sat for like a year.
Yeah, you can be happy with that. You know, I don't mind that because Slade, thanks so much for the follow, dude. Yeah, I don't mind that because you're just kind of like playing on the same anime reference you're always playing on. Like, see if you started throwing out like a million different anime references, then you're gone full weep. But with that one, nah, you're alright. That's my.
Yeah,
judgment.
I've been sat on this theme for the longest time. It's like since Khemri came out, I built this team like the second day I got Khemri, and I was like, it is Tomo Darkest.
Yeah, it's beeping for me. Don't worry about it. Or if you want to have loads of beeps, you can just start randomly tagging me like I'm Bumblebee.
Don't do that. Nah, like I say, I've been sat on that theme for a while, and I'm pleased with where it's gone. It was my love for my current team has been eclipsed by my love for that team theme, and that's how I ended up where I am. I'm really worried though, like back on the topic of the game. And now we've lost a third player for Linen. He's done a couple of casualties himself, but he's also in a world where he's doing this is like playoff bingo almost. He's almost going first action Croxigar every turn, and hitting a Fen guy. That's actually he has to blitz. He doesn't really have to blitz because he's moving 4. Never mind. I was like, as he forced himself to maybe have to blitz this player, and then I realized that he's not going anywhere. So I might even re-roll that block. He could if you wanted to be super Larry. If he pushed him to the sideline. Not there. If he'd pushed him onto the 2 marker, he could have dodged a skink through around the back, next to the behind where the Beastman is now, and he could have surfed that guy.
On a 1 dice, yeah, that would have been a bit.
No, it'd have been a 2 dice.
I guess, yeah, if you followed with the Saurus, yeah. But then you're just getting like counter surfed immediately.
But you also take out one of your opponent's only 2 claw. He's only got for a Chaos team, it's actually not that killy. We've talked about how killy it is, but it's only got 2 claw pop. And if you take one of them out, that's literally 50% of its raw removal power.
Oh no, yeah, totally. Like having access to kind of like Claw, Mighty Blow, and everything is, it's scary in itself, but kind of like. It's all the utility skills, it's the stand farms, it's the guards and everything that have been really frustrating for Linen so far in this game.
I would agree a lot. I mean, the fact that I don't usually like going down for a lot of dodge on like warriors and stuff, but these warriors are really good. Like,
I don't know if it's fair to say that Linen's block dice are terrible. I mean, he's not getting what he wants, but at the same time, like, yeah, there's that, but at the same time, he's got less dice to actually aim at.
I think he needs to get a hustle on though. He's running out of time, and with Blissful having found these 3 removals and only taking 2 himself, he is up numbers on the pitch. And he's kind of forcing Linen back. Yeah, Magikarp Salesman just picked up the same argument there.
I wonder if what he's thinking is, to try and bait the Chaos forward a little bit and then dodge both your Skinks through to get yourself 2 scoring threats. And then try and get the ball.
Mr. Crocs is literally waiting. He's waiting for the Skink to expose itself. He hasn't moved. Oh, hello. Yeah, he's kind of just chilling. He's been incredibly disciplined with this player by never bringing him up to the fight. So if a Skink busts through, he's got a frenzy player to look forward to, and that's when I say look forward. We both know I don't mean it.
Yeah, we're gonna only hit one of them. You get both your Skinks through. I know we're clutching at straws, but this entire game's gonna be clutching at straws. So.
I mean, like I say, he's found some removals. I'm sure whoever. If Blissful Fire goes through, whoever he ends up playing will be very pleased to know the lack of a dirty player. So hello. That's without Claw. It's worthy of note. So that's a big stun. I would say. Naming a player full metal as well, historically in Rebel, not good for its survivability.
Alright, yeah, so he's gone from trying to POW sorry, Clawpalm, Slibley being the best player. Now that Slibley's gone, he's moving on to the next big dog, which is the Crocs.
It feels like he's trying to send a message, and I'm getting the message loud and clear.
I thought he was going to bring that guy further forward, though. It's a shame. He's just stopped.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those ones where it does, for want of a better term, send a message. Just absolutely murdering one of your opponent's better players is a really good way to send a message.
Yeah. This is going to be quite a novel experience with Linen on this team at Wasia. He's playing Lizards, kind of all that strength and everything running around. He's got block on nearly all of them. He'd have been used to being the big dog in his division, and that's kind of, like why he's won it, by using his strength and using his block. Oh!
Wow, okay. Hello. Things I don't like for 10 points, Tomo.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
A 3-man fireball, that feels like a waste.
Yeah, I was hoping he'd use that, on his defensive drive, to try and free up the ball and kind of pick it with a skink and run, but...
I feel like that's pure desperation. You can feel the noose, like, tightening. And he was just hoping... He wasn't looking for removals or anything, he was looking for maybe one or both these Chaos Warriors to go down to really open a route through, maybe find a Saurus Blitz onto Mr. Crocs. And he's just... It's not the one, Chief. And I really think he's feeling having left that Saurus on the line. Because you know what he could really do with about now? An extra strength 4 player?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it might be like playoff jitters and everything coming into it as well. Like you said, he admitted he was nervous kind of like before the game, but many of us often are, like our first playoff games and everything, so.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've been super honest about, like, when I played my playoff games, I felt sick all day with nerves. So I get it. I'm not the one to criticize, but yeah, I don't feel like that was the player. Oh hello.
Yeah, that was just a desperation attempt there,
and that was that was a 1 in 9. That wasn't even tackle or anything.
So, yeah, it seems like a fairly simple affair now for Blissful Fire to take control of the area around the ball, and then he's got another 2 turns after this one to try and run it in to go 1-0 down, 1-0 up on his offensive drive. Ooh.
Oh, that's
You've got 2 apples. Oh no! I hate that.
Apple dead.
I hate that. That's just, yeah, I feel for you, Linen. That's just... It makes me sick when I see that.
You know what? That Saurus had leveled as well. He'd leveled off the Kaz on the goat. So that was about to be a level 2 Saurus.
Yeah, and that's his inducement money as well gone. So kind of like, what's he really had from the inducements? He wasted the Wizard of his own accord. Slibley's being KO'd. He used his bribe on his first foul.
The Saw is gone. He's got a Babe, and that's literally his inducements.
Yeah, this just feels bad now. It felt bad from the start, but now it feels even more bad.
Yeah, this is where it starts snowballing, is the problem. Yeah. Wow, and the Chaos but casually just dead asses and just goes, yeah, I got that. No worries. Got the ball.
Oh.
It falls over himself. Which feels like not the player. Oh, if he was to like stun himself or something as well, that would be actually fairly glorious.
Yeah, but He can still, yeah, you know, stand up next time, pick the ball up, and he's still in scoring range. So. Unless he's... No, he's not even dazed. Seems like a fairly unnecessary GFI as well, if I'm being honest.
I wonder who he thought was going to punch him. I really
I
found myself wondering where he was expecting that attack to come from.
Like, I think what he was probably thinking about was the diving tackle skink could have potentially dodged round and marked him, or either of the diving tackle skinks, but like, you're a big Chaos Warrior, you just punch them, or you blitz with the frenzy tackle dude, you know?
Who's a big Chaos Warrior? You're a big Chaos Warrior. Sorry, it was the instantly where my mind went when you said that.
Stunty long bomb for the win. He can't even get to the ball though. Oh no, he can, actually.
I have a horrible feeling this is about to turn into a massacre.
And if we're honest, that was always the likely direction of this game.
I had a lot more hope.
Yeah.
And the hope is evaporating rapidly. I believe this actually is the second actual playoffs game, yeah.
Oh, Heat, yeah. We are forgetting about Heat, I guess.
He is the great equalizer, right? I mean, oh, hello.
Yeah, what's he doing here?
He's about to get smashed in the head by a Chaos Warrior, I would argue.
Okay, like, if you want to be completely BS now, the next thing is to try and get a scoring threat. Dodge the other skink downfield. Have your scoring threat, and then just pray. Oh, he's going for it.
He's got to. I mean, this is the only choice he's got right now, is to play
Safety.
like his life depends on it. The question who do you blitz with Blissful Fire? Do you go after the ball or the scoring threat? And we've seen in ReBBL Playoffs in the past that one of those tends to get punished a lot more than the other one.
Yeah, absolutely. This has the potential, you know, to add Blissful's Fire's name to kind of
He'll be
pretty
the new
dubious on
Rumblebee
him.
and Lynx. It's always pile on every time. Not a single consideration for whatever the heck is going on, and it's just.
That was a KO, wasn't it? It's a KO, right?
Oh,
I'm not
He
crazy.
just piled on a KO. Yeah, he just piled on a KO. What we call that in the business, Dr. Foot.
Ooh!
Oh no! Hang on, was that? Yeah, that was. Was that
60,
close level? Yeah,
43. Okay, so it's alive, but
it's
not
MNG.
helping him here.
Ouch. Both of these apples have been awful. Oh, linen. Oh, linen.
He's not blitzing the scoring threat. He gets the power. He's saved. He
He
didn't
could
even
have
need the
took the
power.
ball down
Defended
as
down
well,
too. That's a playoff bingo, is it? I haven't looked at the bingo this year, actually. Maybe I'll need to get on that if it's not too late.
Oh no, it's absolutely not too late.
Random fireball, is that playoff bingo?
It depends on who or what's on your card, really.
You know what, though? I've seen Reese score a touchdown with a Lizardman team that was probably less likely than what's on the field at the minute here.
Yes, but that doesn't make it the rule.
I thought we were talking about hope.
No. My hope is evaporated alongside the ever-growing attack on Tolkein casualty box.
I don't know. Just to humor me, though. You pick up a diving tackle and just run forward as far as you
What
can.
you do is you just roll 6-6-6-6-6 and then win the game.
You don't need 6-6-6-6-6.
And then everyone claps, and that man's name was Albert Einstein.
What do you need
I
is
think.
what?
Is that what you wanted to hear from me?
We'll take 3-4-3-3-3. Run down. What would that pass be? A 5? Maybe a 6.
You know what? Right I think he's played pretty well on the whole, Darb, and I feel like the fireball he let himself down a little bit. I feel like it was a massive mistake. Oh, by the way, Tomo, everything he's doing, he doesn't have a reroll for. You're trying to be hopeful, and I love you for it, man. But we're not in that world anymore. You've got to set that aside and face what's going on the pitch in front of you, right? Blissful Fire is a 3+ with a reroll away from scoring on his opponent's drive after burning his entire stack of inducements other than a babe.
At the same time, you've got to go for it. Like, what other play is there here? There's absolutely nothing. Unless you want to try and run around and foul this legend dude. You know, just to, send a message.
I wouldn't hate that, Hey, I wouldn't hate that. It's only 1 assist, but I mean, yeah, there are worse choices. Oh no, that's it's just oh.
No, boo.
He got the dodge. Oh, his poor little skink's gonna get murdered.
It's a stunny dodge, though, isn't it? Stunny dodges are practically cheating.
Well, yeah, to an extent, but they're only actually 3. Hello, that's a 3 dice. Oh no, he's fine.
For now. Oh no, that guy does not
Dark,
piling
you
up.
want to know what players were under the fireball choice? It was the 2 guard. It was the 2 pillar Chaos Warriors. Hello, that's not actually the one. Wait, maybe it is the one. Oh wow, hello.
That's really kind.
The crowd have just kind of went, here, do you want the ball, mate? They've given that away.
Yeah, that's really kind.
He's going to have to GFI at some point. But, I mean, the crowd hooked your man up. Hello. There's a chance that he doesn't score. No, he did.
No, yeah. He's
I'm sorry, Tom. I'm trying to be positive.
I know,
it's not working.
I mean, let's be honest. It'd be a pretty dreadful cast if we're all just like, yup. Claw palm hit, yup. Piling on.
Oh no, totally. I mean, I'm like, oh, you know what? I've just seen some of the KO rolls. It gets worse.
Oh, does it?
Like, yeah. You imagine buying a babe.
Oh no.
Oh, and the heat as well. Actually, the heat's been pretty good for the Lizards in that one, I think. Well, no, it hasn't. Let's not pretend. But it could have been worse for them. Did the Legend Chaos Warriors out?
To be fair, guys, I don't think he was fireballing for attrition. He was fireballing to open up the running lane.
Yeah, he was trying to find. He was basically, if the dream had happened and all 3 players under the fireball had went down, he had an amazing steamroller of Saurus that could get down the pitch and actually protect the ball. But it's not the world we live in.
Yeah, this is bad. No. Like, it could have been a hell of a lot worse, but like, we're just kind of talking in like shades of bad now. And taking hits from the chaos here. Ugh. Oh yeah, we're not defending the play, we're just kind of making sure everyone knows why it was a bad play.
Yeah, we're doing our best to commentate without bias or assumption on the actual player. But,
like, it was in no world a good play. It's 7 versus 6.
You know what? It could be worse.
No, it's 8 versus 6. What am I said?
Oh, why? Why, crowd? Stop! He's already dead!
To be fair, that could actually be a good thing if we're playing for survival now. That's a turn that he's not getting, you know, hit by one of the guys that are better at killing the crowd.
Oh, hello, he's survived the claw palm as well.
Ooh. Oh.
Ah, well, you know, better than a reroll overtime format. Stay positive, Tomo.
Overtime format. When the Chaos receiving a 1-0 up. Yeah, okay, we're positive. There's a chance. There's always a chance.
Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with it, Darb, but it happened. I don't think you can afford... You know what? Even given the casualties, I don't think you can afford to foul the man. Because Blissful can't really afford to go down any more players. Although he has got it on a rather good player, and without the wizard, there's very little chance to... Oh, hang on, that guy's niggled and has a minus movement? What? This team is battered! Oh, he's fouling. Okay, right. What do I know, Tom? Is there a ref?
There you go.
Oh, for crying out loud. That's just...
God.
That's... Oh, he's dead, Jim! Oh, stop! He's already dead! Come on, Blissful. It's time to show mercy. Like, you gotta hate the fact that, like, the first foul for Lennon burns the bribe. First foul for Blissful Fire, just casualties a random Saurus. Yep.
It just kills your Saurus, essentially.
Yeah, he's dead. He dead.
I know we might be moving into kind of like team-ending territory here.
I feel like, yeah, if this goes on any longer, you might have to stop streaming this, because I don't think you're allowed to show snuff movies on Twitch.
Dear.
You might get in trouble for this kind of content, Tomo.
This is why the
that's only
play-ins would go.
That's only 2 dead lizards, to be fair. There's only 2 dead lizards. The Crocs is M&G. He survived. The Apo turned it around for him. I'm just you know what I'm really sad about is the fact that the actual dead one was the guy that leveled as well. Because leveling Saurus is an absolute nightmare. He got a level. He's like, I've got some hope, and now he's dead, just like my hope.
Yeah, it's like, you know, like if this is typical Blood Bowl as well, like one of those dead things, look at the MVP, and then you're left with a game where you've lost and you've gotten absolutely nothing out of it.
It'll be the plus strength guy, because I think, you know, I wouldn't have leveled him, actually. That's, I see what he was trying to do, but I think I'd have gone after the WrestleFend guy to achieve, like, pushing him out the bottom, because you could have pushed him out via your own Sun Saurus as well and tried to clear off a bunch of players. But, you know.
Yeah.
You know, Hoily Boy, for somehow, and I feel like this is a quote that's gonna haunt me when I say this, but Hoily Boy is actually really robust, and he survives rather well. Hoily Boy's team has taken like a kicking match after match after match, and kept on talking. Go with that.
Lennon was hyped about his team, and he might straight up re-roll now. Yeah, it feels bad. I'm speaking from experience now, although I guess like I'm a pro elf coach, so you kind of like I expect my guys to die. But you know, my first ever playoff game, I ended up with like 3 outright deaths to want that useless team. I say as Neon Guy Man Evangelion is removed.
He's okay. Of course, it's a rookie. I mean, that's the one you'd have been quite happy taking a strength boost. Don't talk. Is it Chabsu who's playing Holy Boy? Did I back? No, I backed Holy Boy on that matchup. I'm not stupid. Chabsu's got a bunch of jumpy boys, and Holy Boy's like a good coach.
I know, jumpy boys do stupid stuff with good dice.
Oh man, you know what? Right, speaking of Holy Boys doing stupid stuff, I watched Pure Superfeds match the other night against the Tomex,
Right,
and the man, like, it's not even like, I know I get grief, like, because I always push like the buttons of people like Crusader and Swag Plus when I say Kislev are bad, right? But this wasn't like Kislev being bad. This was, I've got an Agi4 player who's double wadding every turn for 5 straight turns, and if he didn't, I might actually have scored. Like, if your Agi4 player, and this applies to elves as well, if the same Agi4 player rolls double ones at the start of every single turn, it's not being a Kislev thing. It's just dice being horrific. And that was Superfed's life, and I just felt so bad for the man. I think you go after this Claw Pommer, to be honest. With Hemingway.
Yep.
If you do get a removal there, that would be a massive. I mean, it's not going to win you the game, but
this play's just mitigating threat. Like, that is the biggest threat. Try and get that off.
If you get off the pick, yeah, it might actually keep 2 of your Saurus alive for next season. I don't know. I'm really clutching at straws now. It's gone awful. The KO's not waking up when you've got a babe. Like, we talked about how wasted the inducements have been thanks to the results on the pitch. Like, slowly getting killed quite quickly. The Apo dead. The Wizards just doing feck all. I'd have probably re-rolled that. You know, the Bribe getting burnt first block. The Chainsaw going out the first time he got hit. Like, it's just, the babe is just added to the list of completely useless bloody inducements.
Yeah. It's games like this as well, they're like, you know, just to talk about Blissful Fire for a second, like, you know, he hasn't made any mistakes, and his skill selection on the plays he's leveled have kind of, like, really paid off for him, but, like, you know, it's where I see games like this, I can't help but feel like, you know, he's probably got more to offer as a coach than what he's showing here. So, like, you know, we're saying, you know, oh, you know, all these bad things are going this way for, you know, Linen. But that's kind of, like, not to take anything away from Blissful Fire and how this game is going. Although, I know you guys do kind of like to pile on all the piling on choices every now and again.
I don't like the fact that he's constantly piled on. I think against a team that was better equipped to handle him, he could have actually really suffered for that. I mean, I know I've always been a bit outspoken when it's come to piling on, and I know I'm talking to a big old coach, and you guys love the piling on of a certain someone who remain nameless at this juncture. But if you're a team with some skills and a dirty player or two, and this amount of random piling on, they would have been some juicy-ass dirty player fouls coming Blissful Fire's way, and it may have really punished him. It hasn't, but...
Yeah, I think what Blissful Fire would say is that he wouldn't have clicked piling on against a more developed, scary team. But yeah, I do agree with what you're saying. I hate this type of play, by the way.
He's done. You're just being mean now.
Guess you gotta get your kicks while you're ahead. Not every day is gonna be like this.
I feel like as when you develop Chaos, most days are like this.
Maybe I should play Chaos. I have it on good authority. A load of Big O coaches would love it to see me reroll either Chaos or Chaos Dwarfs or something.
You know what? I'm actually really pleased to see Papanasti reroll to Skaven. I know again, like I was obviously a bit outspoken, but I never thought he was that good of an Orc coach. I think he's a brilliant Skaven coach, and I'm really looking forward to his. I believe he made it to playoffs, or was it challenges? He made it to.
He's in challenges.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to his challenger matches because genuinely, I think he's a really good Skaven coach. So I'm absolutely looking forward to seeing what he can do.
Oh no, yeah, like, I mean, Papa's got a tactical mind, and kind of like if he's playing a team like Skaven, you know, it gives him more opportunities to kind of like show how he thinks about the game, rather than just having a team that just beats up your opponent. Obviously, beating up your opponent's fun, but you know, it's not the type of Blood Bowl that I like to play, for example, usually.
I think that's why everyone
High Elves, no guys. Why?
How similar would your Chaos, if you played Chaos, be to, say, Findeco's Chaos? Is there a...
I need to be careful here, because if I start criticizing my brother too much, people take...
I may... Oh, hello!
Whoa.
Hello! Go ahead, little skink! How do you like the... Oh, of course the one apple that works. Jesus. It's just so unfair.
Yes, it is. We'll just leave it.
You know what? That skink dead ass killing a beastman may have been my favourite moment of the entire match. That was so good. Apple partially saved, I guess, maybe. Oh, I don't know.
It's not
not that saved though.
How similar would my Chaos be, though? I think my team building would be quite similar, like minus the Mino, but the way I approach and play the game would be very different.
I'm not entirely sure. I think, you know what, I am sure I was that these beastmen up. He's hoping to absorb some blocks. He's absorbed entirely two, though.
Maybe he's just going through the motions, you know? Like, if you're trying to win a game, usually, you know, you just stand your guys up and hope that your opponent rolls crap. But... I mean, do we just lay down and take a kicking now, or...?
I mean, I think the problem is Blissful Fire Sean is not afraid to follow you if you do. Oh, you were a hero, Skink. You were a hero. And now... That's only MNG. But he was a hero for a minute. He had his moment in the sun. This is one of those, you know, when you just see the draws and you go, this was not a fair draw. But that's the problem with you know, the way we do... It's not a problem, it's just the way the system works, is... You never know what you're going to get till we throw the draw together, right? And someone's got to fight the kill team. It just happened to, unfortunately, be Linen this season.
Oh yeah, totally. Like, when we talk about the draw, we're not questioning the authenticity of it or kind of, you know, anything like that. It's just... Yeah, someone's got to do it.
We're just feeling
and
sorry
kind
for
of
the pool.
one season teams going to playoffs has been kind of like a big draw of kind of, you know, people joining the league in the past. So it's definitely not something I'd want those to change, but it just happens to have been a wee bit harsh this time. Controversial statement that will start an argument from Surge. Games like this is why the market and the OI are needed.
X for doubt. Because, let's be real, Surge. Linen's made it to playoffs. He's not anywhere near the top of the waiver list. So, having a market ain't benefiting him because he's getting, at best, whatever trash is left over. Or nothing.
Oh, what was that?
That was a 5+ dodge. Took off the ball.
Oh,
I like
right,
it.
yeah.
It was the player. It was the only player. I like that he hasn't given up. I like his spirit. It's just a shame that the spirit is getting beaten out of him. I also like Blistlefire making the decision to keep blitzing with Shark, because he's desperately trying to get that last SPP to get the level before his next opponent. And he ain't getting it.
Not yet. Although he's running out of targets, isn't he?
Yeah, he's running out of targets, he's running out of time. He'd have to Kaz both of these remaining Saurus. Like I said, Blissfulfire's played tight. I just don't necessarily agree with all of his random piling ons. Some of them just haven't been necessary, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I like this as well. He's very much trying to put the SPP around. Doesn't really need SPP on that on Shark there, but getting more on his Chaos Warriors, always good.
Yeah, you take it where you can get it, don't you? I mean, and as well here, you know, you're going to want to be scoring on a Chaos Warrior. Unless you want to score on Shark. That's another way you could get the SPP on him. Pick the ball up, throw a vanity pass, and then
I'd maybe do that.
Lizard's still punching things.
I like that he's not giving up. He's not getting anywhere with it, but I like that he's not giving up. Good spirit. He's got away. I feel like that just makes him a massive target for the Beastman.
Yeah. It's another one where, you know, next turn, you know, you just click Shark, click Taurus, and then see what happens. Oh dear. Mighty Blow is used on the armor there, but he's got his Kaz. Yep, so now either scoring on Shark or trying to Kaz this other Saurus is the level he needs. I'd probably go for the ball because it seems more likely.
He's desperately trying to get this passing SPP. I think I'd score. Where I this killer.
Yeah.
It's just guaranteed. You could go after that guy and you could just KO him or stun him, and then you're completely out of position. He keeps one dicing these random beastmen and getting knocked down. So he's gonna run away, Full Metal Asimov. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it.
Come down this way. Don't go that way. Oh, he's going that way. He's going.
Is he trying to help the killer?
And, like, he wouldn't be rolling these GFIs if he wasn't thinking something.
I'm
not sure what he's thinking, but I think he's thinking something.
You pick up the ball, Shark. It's a 3+ to get your level, right? Going after the Saurus is not guaranteed.
It's not collusion.
Maybe he is also playing bingo and wants to get the pitch clear card. I mean, at least he'd get something out of it, you know? He's actually going to go with it. I like this. Yeah, good. Yeah. You know what? Blissfulfire's made a lot of really good choices, and I like that. Nah, still feel the pick though. Come on, you got claws. Just snag the ball with your claws.
What does Lennon do here? Click Saurus, click ball carrier. Pass. Okay. Can't blame him for that.
But no, now we don't get the playoff bingo pitch clear.
It could still happen if he rolls double skulls and takes a random block. 10-16. If nothing else comes back, I guess. Although actually, no, it won't because the guy's from Heath. And I'm just babbling.
Yeah, it's yeah, no. I've got nothing. Sorry. I want to add value to the... Oh, look, Slibby's still out. Good value for money, that guy. At least, look on the bright side, at least there can't be a riot. So there can't be a way for Blissful Fire to hit the poor Taurus anymore.
This is... Although, no, he's actually doing the you can't hit me stuff because you don't have enough strength or guard.
They can blitz one of the side guys.
Yeah, but that's it.
Oh, don't say that, Simon. We don't want to... Please, leave the man alone. He's suffered enough. You know what? And the Heat entirely... A full Chaos team on the pitch, the Heat takes out one dude. Set up on the two sidelines, like where Full Metal Asimov is and where that skink is, and then do the quick snap into punching two beastmen instead of one. 1000 IQ.
Or just one dice the blodges. Or piles.
I don't think that's a good player. No, I like... He's basically set up to say you're not really going to do much damage. Obviously, there's a part of me that would low-key enjoy him doing some damage. But... oh well.
We roll for the chaos there. Just looking at these
It's
guys,
not like
like a
anyone can
vanity
use
pass
it.
doesn't even help anything at this point.
No, it really doesn't.
Yeah, it's just a not good, a bad day at the office for Attack on Tolkien.
He tried. He really tried, and he's shown some good spirit, and I've enjoyed that. But it just he had some horrific luck when it came down to it. I think because I'm a spiteful human being, I'd have set up with a skink and a saurus. Like a saurus, Full Metal Asimov one to the left, and a skink in the wide zone, right? And I'd have marked El Tigre the third, and then I'd have blitzed the killer.
Yeah, okay. I can see that. There's one SPP.
That's what I'd have done here. Because he's just leveled him, and I'd have loved to send the message of, ah, well, never mind. But again, I know I'm a spiteful, horrible human being when I say this. Would have been fun, though. That's not good enough. It's not the one, Chief. It was always going to be a hard game, but Blissful Fire got some quality removals. And what do we do? Take the POW for a laugh.
That could have gone really bad. For the skink, I mean.
I mean, it couldn't have gone much worse, could it? To be fair, dead skink. I mean, it's a two normals skink. It doesn't care. It's useless anyway.
That's like his best skink, though.
Yeah, when you bet, no, it's not. The block one is the best skink.
Yeah, but is that? Oh no, yeah, it's just MNG.
I mean, it might be hiding amongst all the dead guys, but it's still the best skink.
Yeah, this was very much a game of we've got a big dog and a little dog. As much as we cheer for the little dog, the big dog's just a big dog.
Yeah, sometimes it's just too much. Oh, hello. Yeah, you weren't wrong, were you? You had to say it, didn't you, Tomo? I fully blame you for this situation. Fully blame you for this situation.
I'm speaking from experience, having gone through this. But yeah, so he ends up with what, 5 No, actually 3 SPP from that game. Yeah, feels
and one of
bad.
them's on Skink. In fact, all of it's on Skinks. All of the SPP that's stuck to his team is on Skinks.
Anyhow, guys, that was your round of 61. First round game between Born to Be Wild and Attack on Tolkien. Kind of went how expected. This is one of the early games, isn't it? So it's not like we can say who will be facing in the next round or anything. Or even if it was, it'd be spoilers.
I don't know. Is the next one being played? Because you can look for, where are we? Control F, Born to Be Wild. Is the winner of this will take on the winner of Night Elf Brohawk versus Barroom Blusterers.
Well, that has
and
actually
that
happened.
has actually been decided.
Yeah.
So yes, technically, it would be a spoiler.
Yeah, so if you guys want to go check out that game, I believe it was Rex that was streaming that this morning, right? You can probably catch that out on his Twitch channel still. I know I was kind of looking for highlights and things when I was at work this morning. But
The Nergtown Coat Crooners going to say we're supposed to be playing today, but his opponent had an emergency. We are awaiting news of the rescheduling, I believe, unless I'm incorrect.
well, that's what I was told, yeah. It sounds like he's in a pretty bad situation, so yeah. Have well wishes sent that way. But yeah, as for Blood Bowl, when we know, you guys will know. But anyhow, guys, that's it then. Thanks so much for watching. We're in the next playoff games. Is there any other guys going on tonight?
There's tons today. Today is stacked. In approximately 2 hours, the Challengers Cup One Cheese versus Defense of the Anagrams. That, I believe, is on True Blue's channel. Immediately as that finishes roughly, because if we're assuming 2 hours per game, 2 more games kick off. Raven's Claws are taking off Abysmal Cusp in the playoffs. That's Iron Master's channel. And Walk Machine 3, you may have heard of them, Tomo, the big name down in the Big O, are taking on the Sunbaked Seaguard at the same time. That one is going to be on True Blue's channel as well. I think he's doing a double header. An hour after they start, the Challenger Cup match, Chosen of Papa Nurgle versus Actually Ridiculous over on Michael's channel. And 30 minutes after that, there's another playoff match with the Boss Hog Outlaws taking on the Big Cups over on Aromason's channel. And if that's not enough playoff action, 4 hours after that, Under Sartosa BBA takes on the Charlestown Chiefs on Chabsu's channel, which will come in at 10:30 UTC to round out the day's amount of playoff matches. And then we're back tomorrow for a Tomo, but I'm not really going into it. I think I've sold enough.
Yeah, that's kind of tomorrow for you.
I was working on UTC as far as what counted as today.
Oh, okay. You guys have got an 11-hour break after that one as well, so if you're planning your sleeping schedule around playoffs, that's when you take it. After the
people are dedicated, but that's a bit crazy, right? Don't plan your sleeping schedule. Don't as just a point of advice. Don't plan your sleeping schedule around the first week of playoffs. There's far too many games, and that's insane.
Yeah, I'm laughing nervously, remembering times when I had no job. But yeah. But anyhow, guys, once again, thanks so much for watching. That's been your playoff cast. I've been Tomo. Metal's been Metal. I'll let him sign off because he's got the catchphrase.
Y'all stay classy, folks.